Hey everybody, this is MadPanda Games here, and today we're going to be tackling another part of Scrambled Syd City. Now, where we last left off, we're going to go on a coffee date. So let's get started, guys. Today is the date. Day. Coffee with Charlie, who also happens to be my nemesis, Enchantress. Okay, not really, but it feels like she is. If you encounter the same villain more than once, it feels like a nemesis. I don't make the rules. I'm not nervous, not at all. Everything's cool. Really cool. I'm scrambled. I can handle this one coffee thing. I'm totally nervous. We haven't actually done any more talking except for setting a place and time, but that makes it even scarier. What if she's not even actually a nice person? What if she wants to catch me off guard? No, she wouldn't. Would she? I'm double checking myself in the mirror to make sure I don't actually have a smear of chocolate on my cheek when my police radio crackles. Suspect is on the run. Suspect stole a lamppost and is on the run. Backup required. No, I can't. Can I? Surely she'll understand. Hey, it's me, Syd, obviously. I know we're supposed to get coffee, but something came up. Someone stole a lamppost. You know how it goes. Anyways, rain check? I'm really sorry. I turn my varsity jacket inside out, my scrambled logo sitting proudly on my chest. I grab my mask from the table and put it on. I shoot another glance at the mirror. Catching a lamppost thief is a totally valid excuse to get out of a not date with a really hot girl, right? Yeah, totally. Yeah. Day 18. Let's do this. I'm out of breath when I come running into the coffee shop to find Charlie already sitting at a table with 2 steaming mugs in front of her. She looks nice. Like, really nice. Way nicer than the last time I saw her. Which is saying something, because she looked really nice back then too. I'm sorry I'm late. I wish I had a good excuse like traffic or whatever, but the truth is, I'm just late because I was playing video games and lost track of time. I've been there. Charlie doesn't even try to hide her grin. Oh, we're charming her. Ooh la la. How dare you? I got you coffee. I hope you like it. Being a barista, I know I should be really into coffee. But the truth is, I've always been a bigger fan of hot cocoa. I don't tell Charlie any of this, though. She seems to be in such a good mood that I don't want to ruin it. Not because I don't want to see her inner enchantress come out. Just because I like seeing her like this, smiling. I smile back at her. Thank you. What kind of game were you playing? What? Oh, just some first-person shooter. Very addictive and time-consuming. And yet you play it. It's not my fault, okay? I got tricked into thinking it'd be a fun, one-time thing. And now I'm stuck forever. Sounds tough. Sorry you had to go through that. I take a sip of my coffee. It's not bad, but not as good as hot cocoa either. I really am sorry, though. I don't want you to think I didn't want to hang out, because, I guess I do. I want to get to know you, unless that sounds weird. Then forget I said anything. Charlie almost chokes on her coffee. Are you okay? I shouldn't have said that. It's weird. I'm sorry. No, I'm fine. It's not weird. I want to get to know you too. That's why I asked you for coffee. I thought that was to thank me for getting you out of jail. Among other reasons. Is she flirting with me? Oh, she's definitely flirting with you. She looks like she's flirting with me. Should I flirt back? How should I flirt back? I force an awkward chuckle. Like what? How not to flirt? You intrigue me. It's my time to choke. Why? I'm just me. Dunno. There's something about you. And you're cute, so that's also a reason. I tried to get you arrested. Great move. Super romantic. Stop being such a useless lesbian, Syd. You can do this. It's just one date. Ish. You also got me out of jail. And you haven't done anything to get me back and even, though you know who I am, so that must mean something, right? Yes. It means... shit. Charlie leans forward over the table, beckoning at me to do the same, like we're conspiring about the government or whatever. I think it means I intrigue you, too. My cheeks start burning and I'm grateful for my darker skin tone to hide the blush. I do. I mean, you do, I guess. She does. She intrigues me to no end. From the way she chooses to rob a grocery store instead of paying for her food like a normal person, to the way she's just casually sitting in front of me, a self-proclaimed superhero with a coffee like we aren't supposed to be enemies. I'm serious though. I wasn't sure if I'd made the right decision calling you. The truth is, I don't know anyone that we... Oh, Charlie was saying it. Damn it. Oh well. Truth is, I don't know anyone that would be willing to bail me out of jail. You know your life is messed up if you have to blindly rely on a superhero's sense of duty to help you. And still help you after realizing why you have their number in the first place. I really appreciate your help, Syd. Not many people would have done the same. She's so genuine. I try to imagine her sitting here in her enchantress outfit, putting on that sweet yet vicious voice and that irreverent smirk. I want to ask. I want to know how she can put on a mask and transform into such a careless character as Enchantress, when the girl sitting across from me is telling me very honestly that she's just lonely. Screw it, let's ask. Can I ask you something? Charlie's eyes widen a little, but she nods. Sure. Why are you Enchantress? She's quiet for a moment, and I immediately feel regret bubbling up in my chest. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have overstepped. It's none of my business. It's fine. But she doesn't look like it's fine, I asked. Her jaw is tense, and she's sitting up a little, like she's debating whether to run off. She looks more like Enchantress than if she'd worn her mask. You don't have to answer. Charlie gives me a tight-lipped smile and my heart sinks. Honestly, I didn't even realize it was happening until it was already done. Her voice sounds distant, and she's staring down her mug, hard. It's easy to tell she doesn't want to talk about it, and I can't blame her. Why couldn't I just kept my mouth shut? Why I had to be the nosiest person to have ever resisted? Everything was going fine until I just had to fuck it up. Good job, Syd. Good job. Can I ask you something too? I nod. What made you decide to become a superhero? Your power would be so useful for committing crime. I guess I should have expected that. My sense of duty? She doesn't laugh. I really screwed this up, didn't I? It just made sense to me, I guess. I have these powers, I might as well put them to good use. Becoming rich and powerful is a very good use, if you ask me. Are we really discussing morals right now? Is this what it's come to? Well, I guess that's where we differ then. She looks at me, studies me. I half expect her to disappear into nothingness. But she stays put, and then, after the longest 2 seconds of my life, she relaxes and cracks a grin. I'm just messing with you. Payback for getting all up in my personal space. As we finish our coffee, we talk a bit about what it's like to have superpowers, regardless of what we do with them. Charlie explains how using hers takes up a ton of energy, and how she's always left feeling exhausted afterwards, whereas mine takes up almost no effort at all, and sometimes even ends up making me feel more energized than before. It's odd and interesting learning about her power, but I'm careful not to push too far with the questions. I haven't decided if I trust her yet. Long after our mugs empty, with at least 2 refills each, we're still at the coffee shop, until the streetlights turn on. Wanna go for a walk? That one barista keeps glaring at us. I think they're closing soon. Or actually, my horse is waiting outside. I could give you a ride home. Do you have a legitimate horse? What? Okay, that makes sense. She does kind of look like she likes horses, I guess. She laughs at my confusion. I'm kidding, Syd. I don't own a horse. Anymore. Dang it. I want to go riding on a horse. Oh. Well, yeah, that makes sense. Shit, man. This girl. Sounds good. We get up from our table and Charlie's hand may or may not brush my lower back as she holds the door open for me. I tell Charlie where I live and she insists on walking me home, despite not having a horse. It all starts feeling a lot like a real, actual date. Should I ask if it's a date? I don't want to make her feel awkward if she's not into me like that. I want today to end on a good note. Maybe then she'll want to hang out with me again. So this is what it's come to. I have a crush on a villain? Someone I should want to lock up behind bars. Instead of 2 bars. Okay. Regroup. Reset. Calm down. Don't be weird. There's still plenty of time to be weird, but this isn't the right one. She seems to have forgiven me for being intrusive, but I don't want to push my luck. Just because she's being nice and flirty doesn't mean she still can't cut my head off if she wants to. She's walking not that far away from me, and I can't help but notice the way her hand brushes mine a couple of times. Although brushes more like grazes. I wish I was better at this. I wish I could just grab her hand like that. Just do it. Just fucking do it. Not to be rude or anything. Oh, it's Charlie again, damn it. Let's try again. Not to be rude or anything, but isn't this literally your apartment building? I look up and... Yes it is. I totally realized that. She laughs, clear and carefree. It's beautiful. I want to kiss her. That's a little bit too much. Let's hold her hand. I want to kiss her, but that doesn't mean I have the guts to do it. As much as I want to just lean in and press my lips against hers, I dumbly reach for my hand and tangle our fingers together. She lets out a soft breath and squeezes my hand, rubbing her thumb over the back of it. Okay, so what does this mean? She doesn't seem opposed to holding my hand. But is that because that's what she used to with her friends? Or because she's into me? God, I wish I was better at this. She smiles at me. I had fun today. Me too. We should hang out again sometime. Yes, we should. Guess I'll see you around then. You can count on it. I cringe at my own words. Do I have to be the most awkward person to have ever resisted? Apparently so. Well then. She leans in and presses a kiss against my cheek. Good night, Sydney. She lets go of my hand and walks off. No magical disappearances this time. I watch her walk away until she rounds the corner and disappears. I really wish I wasn't such a dumbass. Oh, it's changed. The comic books has changed. My living room is dark, the only source of light the movie playing on the television. Charlie is sitting next to me, on the couch, eyes glued to the TV. Every time the screen changes, her face is lit up in a different color. I'm not sure where we stand. We're friends? Friendly? Frenemies? All I know for sure, I guess, is that she doesn't hate me. I think. As it turns out, Charlie is a very hard person to read. She doesn't really show emotion. It's not that she doesn't have any, but the way she shows them is always very ambiguous. A smile could mean she likes something or wants to burn it down as fast as possible. A glare could mean she's ready to skin a man alive, or that you caught her doing something embarrassing, like being nice. Most of the time, I have absolutely no idea what she's thinking. But she's here, so that must mean something, right? And we're watching a movie, so I'm not expecting she's going to kill me or anything like that. I hope. I need to pee. Want me to pause the movie? Nah, that's fine. I've already seen this one. What? Then why are we watching it? She shrugs. You wanted to see it. She disappears into the hallway where the bathroom is. What did she mean? I did want to see it, but we could have watched something else if she told me she'd already seen it. It's not like there's still a ton of other movies in the world to choose from. Does this mean anything? She's not necessarily known as the nicest person, but rewatching a movie just because I haven't seen it yet is nice. Cute, if you ask me. This can't be happening. Before I can start to panic over a girl potentially maybe being into me, said girl comes back and drops onto the couch next to me. You know, I've always wanted to do something like this. Make a movie? Do a heist. My eyes widen. What? Wow, that went from 0 to 100 to 1,000 real quick. I might get whiplash from this girl. Like a casino heist. I could get in for a gig. Rich people love having their minds blown by magic, and then I'd steal all their shit and get out of there before they realize it's not coming back. Simple, but oh so effective. Wait, you're telling me you want to rob a casino? Hypothetically. This is bad. This is really bad. She says it's hypothetical, but something tells me it's not. Why else would she have all this planned out so specifically? It feels like a smack in the face. Suddenly, I'm awoken from a dream, and standing over me is a Enchantress. No, don't think like that. She's still the same person she was 10 seconds ago, Syd. No need to exaggerate. But is it my obligation to stop her? As a superhero, however minor I may be, shouldn't I be the one to stop these things from happening, preferably before they happen? Syd, you've got a look in your eye. Are you okay? I blink. I don't know, I feel as if she'll be really mad. We haven't really talked about morals. Probably say nothing. I nod. Just thinking about how it would work, you know? Charlie laughs and gestures at the screen. The cops are just trying to figure out what exactly happened at the Met Gala. Well, hopefully a little smoother than this. It's quiet for a while. Then Charlie bumps her elbow against mine. Hey, you know I was kidding, right? I force a laugh, not sure if it's actually convincing enough. Yeah, I know. Then it's all good. She winks, then turns her attention back to the TV. Okay. Unless she actually is going to rob a casino, in which case, uh-oh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. I checked my phone for the umpteenth time today. Still no new messages. Charlie, what are you up to? I want to text her. Hey, it's me again. Are you okay? Hey, it's the dumbass that named yourself after an egg dish. What's up? So, are you still gonna commit that heist? You know I have to catch you if you do. Hey, do you think we can grab a coffee sometime soon? I miss you. Just thought I should let you know I'm not gonna come after you if you do the casino heist. Figured you'd want to know. But I can't make up my mind, and I don't want to seem pathetic. Because, what can I do? The right thing would be to hand her over to the cops, but she confided in me. She told me her plan, in quite a lot of detail, and for me to turn my back on her seems rude. She's my friend. She trusts me. Or at least she did. I think she did. God damn it, Charlie. Why did you have to go and ruin a good thing? Then again, maybe she didn't think it would ruin it. Maybe she just thought this was a thing she could share without me going crazy about it. Well, shit. I really messed this one up, didn't I? I just wish there was a way to figure out where she was gonna do it. Wait. I grabbed my laptop and typed in Casino Scrambled City. A ton of places pop up. I just wish I knew what she was doing. If only I knew what she was up to, I could figure out a way to stop her, to keep the city safe. Safe from Enchantress. Look, I know it's not perfect. Charlie is my friend. I need to make sure she's okay, but Enchantress is a whole other story. And yes, I know they're technically the same person, but they're two sides of the same person. And as much as I like Charlie, I don't trust Enchantress. I don't trust the Enchantress part of her. The part that wants to do bad things and hurt innocent people. You never know how far people like that are willing to go to achieve their goal. And I have a moral obligation to stop all of that from happening. This is my city. I need to protect it. I guess there's only one real way to figure out where she's gonna go. I have to go out and get my hands dirty. Okay, I guess Yep, we're looking. I've been running around the city for close to 3 hours now, and I'm starting to be really done with all of this. None of the casinos I checked out had any sign of Enchantress anywhere. No posters announcing a special magic show, no rigged alarm systems, no nothing. It's starting to piss me off. You ever think she was actually being truthful, she wouldn't steal it? Why couldn't she have picked something less common, like, I don't know, a very specific, very expensive clothing store that doesn't even sell anything worth wearing, of which there would only be one in the entirety of Scrambled City. But no, it had to be a casino. When I arrive at the next casino, I climb onto a low wall and pull my legs up against my chest. I deserve a short break before checking this place out. Honestly, what are the odds that... fucking course, that's when Charlie, no, Enchantress, decides to show herself. She doesn't know I'm here, obviously, but she still seems very cautious as she walks out of the front door of the casino. I hop off the wall into cloak. Enchantress? She turns around, not at all surprised to see me. Scrambled. She tips her hat like a gentleman. Are you here to gamble? I hear there's a very special night coming up. with the magic show and everything. I thought you said you were kidding. And I thought you trusted me. Yet here we are. Clearly you can't be trusted. Oh, Scrambled, don't break my heart now. We had fun, didn't we? Her voice is so sweet it almost makes me sick. How is it possible to be such a nice person and such a fucking bitch at the same time? It doesn't have to be like this. Oh, but I think it does. Clearly you're not going to stop. Neither am I. See how that works? She glares at me. Enchantress, can we just talk about this? Go ahead. I'm listening. Act sincere. Enchantress, I don't know what's going on with you, but I'm worried. I know we don't always see eye to eye, but I care about you. I don't want you to get hurt or arrested. I don't want you to do something you're going to regret. Enchantress tenses, her eyes narrowing beneath her mask. Who says I'm going to regret it? I know you think you're a bad person, but I refuse to believe that. No offense, Scrambled, but we met like a month ago. You barely know me, let alone if I'm a good person or not. She's right. I have to do better. I have to convince her she's worth more than whatever level of morality she holds herself to. I have to make her see herself as the person I've gotten to know this past month. Someone who's been hurt, but can still choose to be good if she wants to. I really wish I was better at this whole people thing. But I do. I did my research on you. I know what you did. Or what people think you did. Her hands, balled into fists by her side, have started shaking. I don't really know how her powers work exactly, but most people's powers come from their hands. She could easily hurt me if she wants to. Kill me even. But I'm not afraid. And even if I am, I can't show her. If she thinks I'm scared of her, I'd lose any chance I have of talking her down. As the only person aware of what she's planning, I'm the one responsible for stopping her. I need to make sure she's gonna be okay. She purses her lips. I don't know what you're talking about. I think you do. We both know you do. She shuffles her feet like she wants to run away. I almost want her to, but... No, I can't. I have to be careful. I can't scare her off by throwing wild accusations. By saying the wrong thing, I could mess up everything, and I really, really don't want that to happen. For both our sakes. And even if I'm wrong, if the guilt isn't eating at you every single day, then it's still not too late. It's never too late, Charlie. She winces at the use of her real name, but she doesn't run. She stares at me for a really long time, and I stare back at her for a really long time too. You really think that? It sounds really cliché, doesn't it? A bit. But I do believe it. And even if I'm wrong, or if you never want to see me again after this, I think your conscience will be much better off if you just walk away from this place and never look back. I just want you to be okay. Do you understand that? I understand. I just don't know if you're right about me, Syd. Maybe some people are just bad. I don't believe that. You're cute. I appreciate what you're trying to do. But she doesn't say anything. She just shrugs and taps her hat. And then she turns around and walks away. Should I go after her? I want to. I want to run after her and grab her wrist and turn her around and kiss her mouth and tell her that whatever is making her hurt so bad she wants to hurt other people will stop hurting if she lets it. I want her to be okay, but I don't know how to fix her. I tried, and if it's still not enough, then maybe she's right and she's unsavable. So I stand there until she rounds the corner, and then I camouflage myself, the familiar warm buzz settling in my stomach. All that's left to do now is wait and hope she's going to make the right decision. But if she doesn't, I'll be here. And I will stop her. Aw. Uh-oh. There's nothing as boring as sitting in front of a casino for hours, waiting for your friend to come back and rob it. I've been here all day, and literally nothing has happened. Sure, some entitled rich people walked in and walked out even richer than before, and a handful of clearly not as rich people walked in and walked out even poorer. But that's it. I just wish I understood Charlie better. I just wish I knew where it all went wrong. We were having fun, weren't we? Is it really all that irrational to think she might have enjoyed hanging out with me too? But I guess at some point you have to accept that people aren't who you thought they were. I probably should have seen the signs. Like, literally the first time we met was because she was robbing a museum. For fuck's sake. There was really no one to blame for this mess but myself. Even though I don't like it and want to blame Charlie instead. Speaking of which, a familiar pair of footsteps make me look up. Charlie, Enchantress, is dressed in full costume. She's carrying a briefcase that would have made her look like a businesswoman if it hadn't been for the hat and odd colors in her suit. She doesn't see me. Obviously. She looks angry, but then again, she always looks angry. I'm starting to think it's not anger though, but pain, I guess? I don't know. She looks in my general direction, but when she doesn't see anything, she clenches her jaw and walks inside the casino. So we're really doing this. She's really gonna go through with this, and I'm really gonna have to fight her. Honestly, at this point, I don't know why I ever even bothered to help her. I almost wish I just left her ass rotting in that jail cell. It would have made my life a lot easier. But no, Syd to the rescue. God, I'm such an idiot. She probably knew what she was doing all along, tagging me along for the fun of it. It's so easy to imagine her sitting around with a bunch of other villains, cackling at how fucking stupid I am. And the worst part of it all, I really thought she could change. But I guess all that time I invested in her went to waste. I should have known. I really only have myself to blame in this situation. Well, myself and Charlie's fucked up morals. Seriously, that girl is gonna end up in prison sooner rather than later, and it'll all be her own doing. Well, I guess this is it. I let out a long, deep sigh, careful not to disturb any possible passerbys. It's better not to have someone think they met a sighing ghost right now. I pull the hood of my varsity jacket farther over my head and follow Enchantress inside. Aw man. I have to admit, Enchantress is fast. By the time I find the room she's performing in, she's already on stage with a table and her hat. She just pulled a bunny out of there. I really stopped to wonder if she's actually teleporting that bunny back and forth, or if she just used the old trick of hiding in her hat all along. Her powers are powerful, but they're not that powerful. Teleporting things that are alive has proven to be hard in the past. I doubt she'd risk blowing out her powers for a simple magic show. Especially one where she still needs her powers to steal a bunch of shit. It's pretty impressive, the way she makes things appear and disappear from her hat. Most of the items are small enough to hold with one hand, and I can't imagine it takes up a lot of energy to teleport them back and forth. Next come the tricks with fire and cards and everything that's been done by magicians, but with a twist that only Enchantress could do with the powers that she has. It's all very impressive. I almost forget why I'm here. Literally everyone in the audience seems to be absolutely mind blown, and I try to imagine what it's like to be one of them, a knowing of what is about to come. She continues her performance by daring the audience members to put real money and jewelry and just about anything that's worth any money into her hat to watch it disappear. Then, when they still don't believe it's really gone, she grabs the glass of water the casino provided her, drinks it, and dares a man to throw his wedding band into it. And he actually does. The wedding band disappears. I hold my breath. The man yells, baffled by what just happened. And then Charlie grins and holds up her hand. The ring is calmly resting on her palm, like it has always been there. I let out a relieved sigh. But then I remember, this isn't a magic show. This is a robbery. And I'm not here to watch Enchantress do her thing. I'm here to stop her. Enchantress turns around and opens her briefcase to grab something from it. The audience can't see it, but from where I'm standing I can see the shimmering of jewelry and the green of dollar bills. And now, for my final act. I dare you to toss your possessions into the flame, and I'll make them disappear before they burn. She lights some sort of torch and holds it in front of her. A brave soul gets up. She winks at her. My mouth goes dry. I have to stop this. But I'm frozen in my place. My legs just don't want to do what I'll tell them to. All of my body is screaming at me to just finish watching the show. And I get it, because Enchantress is really good at this. She looks like she's made of pure magic, confident and radiant and sexy. The woman hesitantly takes off her necklace and holds it up to the flame. She tosses it, and it disappears right before it hits the fire. The woman is too shocked to say anything, and then suddenly everyone wants to see their stuff disappear. Enchantress disappears amongst a sea of bodies, and the woman couldn't even reach her if she tried. It makes me wonder if they're really this stupid, or just extremely trustworthy. Probably a mixture of both. One by one, the members of the audience toss their prized possessions practically into Enchantress's briefcase, and yet no one questions where they disappeared to, and if they'll get them back. I guess they expect her to give them back at the end, but, well, when everyone has returned to their seats, a whole bunch more than a few minutes ago, Enchantress puts the torch back into her briefcase and stands in the middle of the stage. She thanks the audience for being so cooperative, throws up a sheet that she literally pulls from thin air, and then she's gone. For a second, nothing happens. Then the audience bursts into applause and cheers and everything. I keep my eyes on all the exits about the room, knowing that Charlie can't actually teleport herself away. She just created a distraction by throwing up the sheet and quickly ran off stage, but she'll have to actually leave through the exit, and she's not the one that's invisible. I am. I spot her too easily. She's not even sneaky. It's like she wants to get caught. It's like she wants to fight me. I have absolutely no problem with that. Back at the stage area, the audience is still applauding, waiting for Enchantress to come back. God, this confirms their stupidity. She's not coming back, guys. You got played. Still cloaked, I start making my way to where Enchantress is making her grand escape through the emergency exit. But people are starting to realize something is wrong. And the room isn't that big, especially when an entire group of people slowly starts panicking over their missing possessions. Nothing gets a bunch of rich people more worked up than threats to their wealth. Chaos starts to ensue around the stage area, and several people are breaking apart from the crowd to look for Enchantress. Unfortunately, that's exactly what I'm also doing. Some man misses me by barely an inch, and I'm being held up behind a handful of people. So I do the only thing I can think of. Someone screams when I suddenly become visible, but I hold up my hands to show everyone I'm innocent. No need to panic. I'm on your side. I'm here to stop Enchantress from robbing you all. Of course, that doesn't help much, and the panic spikes when I say the word robbing. Yeah, good one, Syd. Great job at calming down the crowd. For a moment, I'm unsure what to do, but then I spot Enchantress looking over her shoulder at me with that stupid smug smirk of hers. She really thinks she's got this one in the briefcase, huh? Well, not if I can help it. I start pushing through the crowd. One advantage of being short, you get used to using your elbows if you need to get somewhere, with a bunch of people standing in your way. Sorry, so sorry, excuse me, superhero coming through. Someone tries to hold me back by my jacket, but I somehow manage to make it out of the crowd alive. Enchantress is nowhere to be found, and a bunch of security people are guarding the exit. Excuse me, did seriously no one see Enchantress escaping through here? Who are you? One of her henchmen? Okay, seriously? First of all, I'm not even remotely affiliated with her. Kind of. And second of all, I'm a girl? But this doesn't seem like the right time to start getting into that debate, so I brush it off. I'm Scrambled, local superhero. You might have heard of me. I really need to get through before she gets too far. He opens his mouth to say something, but then a loud scream comes from outside, followed by an even louder thud. The security guard's eyes widen, and he opens the emergency door to take a look. I'm faster, though, dashing outside. The first thing I see is Enchantress's jacket flapping in the wind as she's running away. The second thing is the bloodied-up face of an unconscious security guard slumped against a dumpster. I make a split-second decision and run after Enchantress. Stop, Enchantress. You're under arrest. She slows down to a halt, but barely turns around. Seriously, Scrambled? This again? You must have learned by now. I don't listen to you, and you don't have the authority to say things like that. Damn, I really need to get a better catchphrase. Come on, Enchantress, it's over. We both know you can't teleport your way out of here, and I'm not going to let you go this time. She flicks her wrist, and suddenly something clatters to the ground in front of my feet. A knife. Where the fuck did she get a knife? Next time I won't miss. Is she seriously threatening to kill me? I blink. I didn't realize she was this far gone. I didn't have a hand in this, did I? No, of course not. She was like this when I met her, right? Charlie, please. This isn't you. It's not too late. She freezes in her tracks. My name is Enchantress. And then she throws an actual smoke bomb and disappears. And I'm left standing alone. Aw, man. The next day, news of the robberies on every front page and every news channel in the city. Everyone else tries to report something no one else has yet, from recovering that Enchantress is actually the magician from Shockwave, complete with replays of footage of the night she killed her teammate, to people trying to figure out my own secret identity. Scrambled. A blurry picture taken by the casino security camera shows me in my inside-out varsity jacket and mask, standing alone in the street after Enchantress escaped. People know my name and sort of my face now, and everyone's, well, scrambling to discover what my powers are. Pun. I'm not sure where it starts, or who started it, but as the day drags on and Enchantress still isn't found, the reporters start turning on me. They say I should have stopped Enchantress sooner. Eyewitnesses say I'd been at the casino this entire time, and could have interfered at any moment, before Enchantress picked a bear. They say that I should have paid more attention to the injured security guard, instead of chasing after Enchantress and still letting her go, even though he turned out to be fine after some stitches and a blood transfusion. They say I'm responsible for everything that happened. And just like that, the story takes a spin. Some people even dare to suggest I'm working with Enchantress to commit these crimes. I don't get it. I tried my hardest to stop Enchantress, right? Didn't I? Or did my affection for Charlie cloud my judgment about Enchantress? Just thinking about them as two different people gives me a headache. They're the same fucking person. But it doesn't feel that way. In some fucked up way, it feels like I didn't just lose the battle against Enchantress, but I lost Charlie too, separate from what happened to the casino. And it doesn't make sense. I shouldn't be this upset about it, but... Aww. It's starting to bum me out, seeing everyone churn out my name, only to drag it through the dirt. This is not how I imagined it. This isn't my fault. I didn't start this. I don't have to end this. But I could, if I really wanted to. I could, and no one would have even have to know that it was me. But I shouldn't. Right? Oh, wow. That's the end? I didn't get the girl. That's sad. Well, that's really depressing. Bad ending, guys. I got the bad end. And so, this is MadPanda signing out. If you like my content and you want to see more content like this, please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell for notifications. Once again, this is MadPanda signing out. See you later, guys.